Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news tonight, a fire at Trump Tower in New York City has left one person dead. As ABC's Linda Lopez reports, the president was in Washington at the time of that fire.
Fire broke out late Saturday afternoon in an apartment on the 50th floor of Trump Tower in New York City. Fire Commissioner Daniel Nigro said firefighters found the apartment engulfed in flames. The resident of that apartment rushed to a nearby hospital where he later died. The FDNY knocking down the fire within an hour. There were no evacuations ordered inside the building. However, some people did self-evacuate. The president was not in New York at the time of the fire. However, Secret Service was notified.
We don't know the cause of the fire yet. Units went up with the Secret Service afterwards to check the president's residence.
President Trump tweeting after the fire was out, calling the tower, quote, a well-built building.
It's a well-built building. It's built, the upper floors, which are residence floors, are not sprinklered, but the building sure stood up quite well.
Trump Tower, which opened in 1983, serves as the headquarters for the Trump Organization. Before moving to the White House, President Trump, the First Lady, and their son Barron lived in the penthouse apartment, occupying the 66th through 68th floors. In New York, Linda Lopez, ABC News.
The worst nightmare has happened.
We're learning more tonight about those killed in a deadly bus crash in Canada. 15 people dead after a bus carrying the Canadian Junior Hockey League's Humboldt Broncos team was T-boned by a semi-tractor trailer. At least 14 more injured, authorities announcing that among the dead, the Broncos coach Darcy Haugen and Jackson Joseph, the son of a former NHL player. Tyler Bieber, the team's play-by-play announcer, also among the dead. The father of one of those players tweeting this heart-wrenching photo of injured players holding hands. The Broncos, who range in age from teens to 20, were on their way to a semifinal Junior League hockey game. Royal Canadian Mounted Police say the driver of the tractor trailer was not injured. He was detained for questioning but has since been released and is now undergoing psychological counseling. A Sarasota rehabilitation home is in need of some major repairs after a telescopic forklift fell through the roof this morning. It happened at Consulate Healthcare Center on Fruitville Road between Honore and McIntosh. Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies responded just after 8 a.m. The sheriff's office says a crew was trying to lift shingles onto the roof, but overloaded the equipment, pulling that extended arm down, and as you can see, right through that roof. Thankfully, those shingles fell into an empty hallway, but 3 special needs residents were trapped. All 3 eventually pulled to safety and without injuries. The building, however, was left with major structural and water damage. The search for a hurricane shelter on the island of Venice has turned to the new library under construction, but it won't end there. Florida's 2018 statewide emergency shelter plan does not contemplate the use of public libraries, but it doesn't prohibit it either. However, the library has the same problem as the nearby Venice Community Center. The county declined to open the community center during Hurricane Irma because of concerns about its elevation and the ability to withstand high winds. And the library will be in the same evacuation zone as a community center. Instead, county officials have discussed making the center a hub for transportation to shelters elsewhere in the area, but have said the center itself will not be used as a shelter in the future. This issue is expected to be taken up again this week at Tuesday's City Council meeting. And now let's take it over to Wendy Ross for a check on our First Alert weather tonight. And Wendy, we were seeing a little bit of rain for the first time in a while.
Oh my goodness, yes, it came in fast and furious earlier tonight. Around 7 o'clock we started to see that band of thunderstorms coming on through, and it moved through very, very quickly. And now we've got another area that we're watching, and you can see this out here in the Gulf of Mexico. And we've got some strong showers, and interspersed here are also some thunderstorms, and they're going to be moving on throughout the overnight time period. We've had some lighter rains coming on in, as you can see, coming through here across parts of middle Sarasota County, and we're going to continue getting these showers as they make their way towards the east. Southeast is the direction that they're going to be taking. So we are going to be getting some rain throughout the nighttime hours. As a matter of fact, our future radar shows that we get the heaviest rains very soon, coming up in the next hour or two, and then things are going to start to die down, and then we'll get rain once again during the morning hours tomorrow. So that's what we can expect over the next 24-hour period, and we'll let you know how the rest of the weekend is shaping up in just a few minutes. Adam.
All right, thank you, Wendy. A fatal boating accident is now under investigation near Port Tampa Bay. Tampa Fire and Rescue and the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission responding earlier today after a call to 911 about a vessel capsized with 6 people on board. 5 people were taken out of the water, another swimming to shore. However, Tampa man Alberto Moreira Tamayo later died as a result of that incident. The FWC is still investigating. Well, we're just a few weeks away from those wooden stakes and orange tape along our beaches, otherwise known as sea turtle nesting season. Researchers will start patrolling for those nests very soon, and as ABC 7's Erica Jackson shows us, they have a plan to protect those nests through the elements this season.
Sea turtle nesting season officially starts on May 1st, but the animals can come onto local beaches to lay their eggs as early as the end of April.
Sea turtles nest on our southwest Florida beaches in notable numbers, especially our local loggerhead sea turtles.
Mote Marine Laboratory is getting ready for what could be another record-breaking sea turtle nesting season. Biologists monitored more than 4,400 nests in 2017 between Longboat Key and Venice, with similar numbers the year prior. Crews in Venice are already preparing its beaches by tilling sand from the South Jetty to South Broward Park.
We want to try to keep the beach turtle friendly, but also not impede people's ability to enjoy it.
But Mote can't prevent the inevitable, like the above average hurricane season projected by Colorado State University for this year. 1 year after the Suncoast lost more than 150 nests to Hurricane Irma. Mote researchers say it's normal for storms to wash out a few nests, but it won't make a huge impact since sea turtles lay hundreds of eggs throughout the year along the beaches.
Turtles have been living with storms for as long as storms have been around, and so they're pretty used to it.
Mote researchers are using the upcoming weeks to spread awareness about nesting season, reminding beachgoers to stay away from nesting turtles, fill holes in the sand, and refrain from using bright lights.
It's important that we keep the beaches dark while they're nesting, for instance, because we don't want the mother turtles, especially or their hatchlings, to get disoriented.
Florida Fish and Wildlife reports sea turtle eggs incubate in the sand for an average of 2 months, but it can take longer in colder sands like on Siesta Beach and quicker in warm, darker sands like on Venice Beach. Reporting in Sarasota County, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you, Erica. Taxpayers have just a few days to file their tax returns by this year's April 17th deadline. Nearly 1 in 3 taxpayers wait until April to file, and many waiting until the very last minute. If some of you are included on that list, don't stress. ABC 7 spoke with a federally authorized tax expert, Judy Hennessy, about some of the most common errors people make when filing their taxes themselves.
Some of the errors that are made are people do not itemize their deductions. They take a standard deduction when, in fact, if they actually added up what their mortgage interest was, what their real estate tax is, what their contributions are, medical expenses, they would find that they would have a higher deduction than if they use the standard deduction. That's something that when we do a return, we always compare the two and take whichever one would be best.
Another common error Hennessy lists is that people will use the wrong filing status. Filing status is not always the same as your marital status, so it's important to know the rules surrounding it. If you do find that you have made a mistake on your return, it is easy to fix. All taxpayers have until 3 years from the due date of the tax return to file an amendment to make any changes necessary. Well, with Florida Governor Rick Scott expected to announce a bid for the U.S. Senate, focus is being placed over his ongoing legal battle over whether he has sidestepped state laws that require him to fully disclose the extent of his personal wealth. A Tallahassee attorney asked a state appeals court on Friday to let that case move ahead, while attorneys for the Republican governor are challenging a lower court's refusal to dismiss the lawsuit. If Scott does run for the U.S. Senate, he will finally have to disclose that information anyways.
The kids grow pretty fast and they need a lot of stuff. So obviously the more money we can all save and get a little bit back from the things that we no longer need and someone else made use of, it's great for the community.
Well, considered the biggest yard sale in Manatee County, the group Manatee Raylanas will be holding a children's consignment this week. The shop is a way for families from the local community whose children have outgrown items, and they can bring them in and sell them. Volunteers taking the items from those families and putting them into a database so that if their items sell, they can make some extra money. Co-signers earn 70 to 80% of their sales, and it also helps out growing families looking to save. And if you're interested in participating, the store opens to the public tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Cortez Plaza on 14th Street West in Bradenton. The shop will be open through April 11th. Well, still to come here on ABC 7, keeping the conversation going. A look at the events across the nation pushing for more to be done in the fight against gun violence. Plus, an opportunity to see a different side of law enforcement. A look at deputies' efforts to build a partnership with the community in the fight against crime.
Each day, researchers make discoveries that bring us closer to the moment when all cancer patients can become survivors. Their progress is made possible with the help of clinical trials. Clinical trials are the brightest torch researchers have to light their way towards better treatments. And if you've been diagnosed with cancer, they may be your brightest ray of hope. Speak with your doctor and visit standuptocancer.org/clinical trials to learn more. Together, we can stand up for all of us.
We all love our kids and want what's best for them. You have the power to help your kids learn to succeed in life every day. When you promote a love for learning at home, children build the skills they need to be ready for school. You can be their everyday hero. It's easy. Just text Everyday Hero to 77453 for simple learning tips.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big, or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $15 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand with no surprises and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular has received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 3 times in a row. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-457-2317. Go online or visit a Target store today.
More than 100 events in 34 states, with more than 70 of those town halls being held in Republican districts, about 30 scheduled in Democratically held districts. Organizers leaving empty seats for lawmakers from both parties who didn't attend. symbolizing their absence from the conversation. In Florida, the father of one Parkland shooting victim talked about the day his daughter died.
I don't remember if the last time I saw my daughter, if I said, I love you.
16 events scheduled in Florida, the state recently making some changes to its gun laws following that Parkland school shooting that left 17 dead. But many feel much more needs to be done.
I can't think of a time when it was more important for us to come together as a community to talk about how we can make the kind of change that we need to keep people safe.
Hundreds packing a forum in Northern Virginia in the district of Republican Barbara Comstock, one of the most vulnerable incumbents this November. She declined to attend. However, 2 Democrats vying for Comstock's seat were there. Brian Clark, ABC News, New York.
Well, the weather holding up just long enough for the Manatee County Sheriff's Office to host their community barbecue earlier this afternoon in Palmetto. Families coming out to grab a hot dog or a hamburger at the Palmetto Youth Center. Deputies say events like these are so important because it gives the community an opportunity to speak with them in a more open and relaxed setting.
I think the importance is because they're humans, you know, they have families, and individuals sometimes things that they do have misunderstandings and misinterpretations, and I think the community needs to see that there are individuals that have loved ones and things like that. So with us bringing them out, they see a different side of them.
Manatee County Sheriff Rick Wells says the sheriff's office tries to hold the barbecue at the center several times a year. Today's event was also about trying to get some potential players interested in trying out for the Palmetto Trojans football team. We'll take a good look. That was the clear version of the day,
Yes.
and things certainly changed tonight a little bit.
I didn't notice all the wind that was also out there because we had wind gusts of 15, 25 miles per hour throughout the day today. And then as that storm line came through, that squall line came through, we had some strong gusty winds as well. But things have really died down. Things across the area looked like this throughout most of the day. Very cloudy, just about all day long. It wasn't until about 7 o'clock that those showers started to come on through. And that's when we got that line of rain that came on in, a mix of thunderstorms in with the lightning strikes and the strong winds. That's what's happened earlier. And for tonight, we're expecting that mix of clouds and lighter rains to come on through. We do have a 50% chance of showers developing throughout the overnight time period and into tomorrow morning. So it's not over yet. Temperatures will be on the mild side both tonight and into tomorrow. And what we're expecting is the thunderstorms will be with us for tomorrow. And you can see this is going to be true over the southern part of the state as well. So Central Florida is not out of it yet. And you can see that we've got all of these showers located out here in the Gulf of Mexico. And this is a line that extends pretty far out. And you can see all the lightning strikes now associated with some of these rains. And all of this is moving in our direction. Now, we've had some lighter rains that have come on through just in the last hours, but we are not looking at anything appreciable right now. So what we're looking at are some showers right now over Venice and moving eastward, and others are coming on in. They're already affecting parts of Pinellas County, and they'll soon be coming on through here. So the frontal system moving down to the south, and then it comes back up as a stationary front, and that's where we're going to start to see more rain coming on into the mix as this front begins to lift, and that's going to allow for these showers to form and come on in tonight and throughout the morning hours tomorrow. So again, a 50% chance of rain. Those were some very quick amounts that we saw. It was not a whole lot in the way of amounts of rainfall because these showers came on through so very quickly. It really didn't allow for a whole lot of appreciable rain. And then we'll see the heaviest rains tonight into the early morning hours tomorrow. Things are going to break apart just a little bit, and then we're going to get more rain coming on through during the morning again. So it's not over. When you think it's over, it's not going to be over. We've got more showers on the way. And then keep in mind we get a long break during the day tomorrow, and then the rains are back in the picture during the afternoon hours. And the winds have really calmed down. Earlier we were showing you maps of 15 to 22 miles per hour. Now we're looking at 8 to 10 mile per hour winds and all the way down the coastline. this is what's going on. So the winds have really calmed down. Today we got up to a high of 81, 64 the overnight low, and this was despite all the cloud cover. Presently we're looking at temperatures in the low 70s, so that rain really did cool us off as it came on through. And the other thing that you're going to notice is that over the next couple of days the dew points are going to be going up, and so we're introducing more humidity back into the picture. So this cold front didn't do much of anything as far as cooling us off. It did bring us some much needed rain, and for that we're very thankful. Northwesterly winds for tomorrow for boaters. Winds then will shift around and come in out of the north. Seas 2 to 3 feet with a moderate chop. We're going to get some thunderstorms. There's the possibility of that tomorrow as well. Temperature reading right around 80 degrees at the beach, and thunderstorms are possible again tonight with a 50% chance of rain. 69 degrees for the overnight low, and this is what we can expect for the next 4 days. We've got rain chances all the way through Tuesday and Wednesday morning, and that's what we need. We need the rain, so be glad to see it, and then we're going to start to clear out just in time for next weekend. Adam?
I think a lot of lawns in this area will be happy for it too. We got sports coming up after the break. Stick around.
This is the story of a boy who was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? And now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Thanks to all of you who participated in ABC7's Caribbean Cruise Giveaway Contest. Join us as we celebrate our grand prize winner, Joyce Fakowski of Northport. Married for 13 years in June, Joy and her husband, Don, are excited to celebrate their anniversary on a spectacular 7-night luxury Caribbean cruise for two. Congratulations, Joy and Don. Bon voyage. ABC7, we're here for you.
Growing up, my mom was afraid of the water, something she did not want me to feel.
So I enrolled Missy in swim lessons.
It changed my life.
Missy Franklin.
And now you can do the same for someone that you love.
There's nothing more precious than your child's well-being.
So act now, before it's too late.
Make us swim! I'm glad I did.
Thanks, Mom. Visit usaswimmingfoundation.org to find, get, or give a swim lesson.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
Get all the local information you need before you leave home in the morning. Watch Good Morning Sunnews weekdays on ABC7 to get breaking news, plus first alert, weather and traffic focused on where you live. ABC7, we're here for you.
Now, sports.
Will the Lightning be headed to the playoffs as Eastern Conference champs or runners-up? Well, that depends on tonight's season finale against Carolina. 19 seconds into that game, Lightning turn it over, and Jordan Staal capitalizes. Early goal off the skate of Andre Palat. Take another look right here. 19 seconds, 1-0 Hurricanes. Lightning down 2-1 with less than 9 to go, and Palat redeeming himself with an equalizer on the one-timer. We go to overtime. Hurricanes get a 3-on-2 rush. Elias Lindholm snaps off the easy goal. Lightning lose their chance to clinch. Now their championship hopes will rely on the Boston Bruins losing against the Panthers tomorrow. Round 3 of the Masters in Augusta. Rory McIlroy making an incredible push. Eagles, hole number 8, finishes 7 under on the round, but day 2 leader Patrick Reed never flinched. He answers right back here on hole number 15 with a chip-in eagle of his own, and shows some of that emotion that made him famous during the 2016 Ryder Cup when he beat McIlroy in match play. And guess what? The two are paired up for Sunday's final.
Was going up against, head-to-head with Rory, and was able to, put together a really good round. And when he tried to make a counter, I was able to always stay ahead and keep going.
Here's your leaderboard heading into tomorrow's final round. Ricky Fowler the closest to those two at 9 under. Well, who needs pay-per-view? The Sarasota Municipal Auditorium packed tonight for the SRQ Boxing Club's Legends of the Ring Past, Present, and Future Fight Night. 10 professional bouts on the schedule, including a former football standout in our area turned pro fighter Mike Ford. All proceeds from tonight's ticket sales going to help Sarasota's local gym, the Sarasota Boxing Club. More to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
Fun for the whole family. The 26th Annual Venice Shark's Tooth Festival, benefiting special athletes of Sarasota County. Fossil vendors, arts and crafts, food, children's games, and live entertainment with headliners the Gator Creek Band on Friday night, Rockin' Rogues, Maiden Cane, Glass Onion, Kettle of Fish, Paisley Craze, and the Boogeymen. Admission $4, children 12 and under free. Parking is free. The annual Venice Shark's Tooth Festival, April 13th, 14th, and 15th at the Venice Airport Festival grounds.
We all love our kids and want what's best for them. You have the power to help your kids learn to succeed in life every day. When you promote a love for learning at home, children build the skills they need to be ready for school. You can be their everyday hero. It's easy. Just text Everyday Hero to 77453 for simple learning tips.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
I'll be right back.
I witnessed him have 2 heart attacks in ICU. He went through seizures.
We'd much rather have Aaron like this than dead. A lot of parents don't have that luxury.
He can't talk. He can't walk. This is a condition Aaron will live with for the rest of his life because he abused prescription pills.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
It's been about a month, and I can honestly say I've seen the change in me. I went from being a depressed girl who didn't want help to this happy, caring girl who loves helping other people. I just really hope that people that went through what I went through get the help that they need because their story is important and they are loved. Thank you so much for everything.
ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Well, if you're looking for something to do tomorrow, license-free fishing weekend continues. You can take advantage of that. Don't need a license to fish in fresh water here in the state of Florida, weather permitting, of course, Wendy.
Yeah, it's just finding the fresh water. That would be
May have to head east a little bit.
A lot. I would think so, right? Yeah, and it is going to rain tomorrow also, 50% chance, just to keep that in mind.
So pick your spots.
Yes.